In recent years, we've spoken to alleged victims of grooming across the country. In 2020, this woman in Yorkshire told us how her abuse had continued from childhood into adulthood.
They raped me first, and then they said to me, "Stop speaking to the police, don't speak to the police, why are you doing that?"
In Hull, our investigation into several victims of a predominantly Asian grooming gang led to Humberside Police reopening the investigation.
That room, that flat, took my childhood from me. I think I was raped by around 150 men over the 3-year period.
In Glasgow, we met victim Tony Louise, who says she was abused from the age of 12.
When I went to the police, one of the police officers turned around to me and went, "You've got a very active imagination for a wee girl, haven't you?"
In more than a dozen regions where we explored the problem, a common theme was inaction and a failure to prosecute. Marlon, who we first interviewed 2 years ago when his daughter Scarlett was still going missing, says he was dissatisfied today with the Prime Minister's response.
I found it as an opportunity for him to have a go at other political parties. I don't care about other political parties. What I care about is children being groomed. Obviously, I've gone through that with my daughter, but this is continuing.
There have been successful prosecutions, such as this gang in Rochdale, and local public inquiries into grooming gangs in Telford, Rotherham and Greater Manchester.
The lessons from our past have been well and truly learned.
There was a national review into child abuse under Alexis Jay, but its section on grooming gangs was limited to 6 locations, mostly not known for having a problem. And Jay expressed frustration her recommendations hadn't been implemented. Today, the Home Secretary said that would change.
First, I can confirm we will make it mandatory to report abuse. Second, we'll also legislate to make grooming an aggravating factor in the sentencing of child sexual offences, because the punishment must fit the terrible crime.
The opposition echoed Elon Musk's call for a national inquiry.
Will the Home Secretary commission that national statutory public inquiry which can compel witnesses to attend, that can requisition evidence and where it can take evidence under oath?
The government says it's focused on improving police inquiries, and lawyer David Greenwood says they still aren't properly recording information about offenders.
I'm not convinced that the police forces and local authorities have gathered the necessary data. So I just don't think the data is there. Police should be working out who these groups are more actively and identifying them and using their powers to disrupt them.
Marlon, here with daughter Scarlett, is also calling for a national public inquiry. Arguably, there is more to learn, but it's also the case that there's plenty still to action. Jason Farrell, Sky News.